Could George Russell really leave Mercedes for Aston Martin? The Formula One world is buzzing with rumours that could shake the grid in unexpected ways. George Russell, one of Mercedes' leading figures and a driver considered part of their long-term strategy, is now being linked with a potential move to Aston Martin. While nothing has been confirmed, the speculation is growing louder, especially in light of Mercedes' reported interest in luring Max Verstappen away from Red Bull. Russell's current contract with Mercedes has not yet been extended, sparking curiosity and concern among fans and analysts alike. Why the delay? And could there really be a scenario where Russell trades the Silver Arrows for British Racing Green? In recent interviews, Russell has acknowledged the uncertainty that surrounds F1 contracts. Speaking openly, he said that despite the trust between him and the team, he doesn't feel entirely secure just because of a signature on paper. There's trust between myself and the team, but it doesn't feel right that drivers are signing 5-year or 3-year contracts, he explained. Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris have 5-year contracts. Oscar Piastri has a 3-year deal. Maybe I'm forgetting others, but it just seems strange. Russell believes that long contracts offer an illusion of stability. He referenced examples like Daniel Ricciardo and Sergio Perez, both of whom were removed from their seats despite existing agreements. Although Ricciardo had a contract, he was let go. Perez too had a contract, but couldn't stay. That's why I'm saying contracts don't really mean much in Formula One. From Russell's perspective, performance on the track is the true currency in F1. As long as I'm racing, as long as I'm fast, as long as I'm standing on the podium, I'm fine. That's what gives me confidence. At the end of the day, a contract is just a piece of paper with a signature. Now, let's dive into the twist in this story. Max Verstappen. There are growing whispers that Mercedes is still interested in bringing the Dutch world champion into their camp, especially amid recent tensions inside Red Bull Racing. With key figures like Helmut Marko and Christian Horner reportedly at odds, Verstappen's future, despite being under contract until 2028, may not be as ironclad as it seems. If Verstappen were to become available, there's no doubt Mercedes would move swiftly. And in that scenario, Russell's future becomes uncertain. Would he accept a secondary role again after years of development and patience? Or would he look for a new challenge? Perhaps leading a team that's hungry for glory? That's where Aston Martin enters the picture. Under Lawrence Stroll's leadership, Aston Martin has invested heavily in facilities, talent, and infrastructure. They're building for the future. With Fernando Alonso reaching the later years of his career and Lance Stroll struggling to consistently perform, George Russell could be the perfect long-term solution. A British driver with top-level experience, still young and full of potential. He would be the face of Aston Martin's next era. Some insiders even suggest that early talks have taken place between Russell's representatives and Aston Martin just to keep doors open in case things sour at Mercedes. But let's not forget, George Russell isn't actively seeking a way out. In fact, he's remained calm, collected, and even loyal in his public statements. He has said he is comfortable with the current state of affairs at Mercedes and is confident his performances will secure his future. That said, Formula One is an unpredictable business. If Verstappen does indeed decide to leave Red Bull and Mercedes puts everything on the table to sign him, it would create a seismic shift in the driver market. Russell, though talented and consistent, could find himself edged out simply by circumstance. It's a tough pill to swallow, but not an uncommon story in this sport. With all this in mind, 2025 could be one of the most dramatic seasons off the track as well as on it. Between contract negotiations, team politics, and driver ambitions, the drama may not wait until the first lights go out on the grid. For now, Russell continues to focus on his job behind the wheel. But as the saying goes, in Formula One, never say never. What do you think? Would Russell fit in at Aston Martin? Should Mercedes prioritise Verstappen over their current rising star? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the world of Formula One.